Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 3. We want to present the book review from Dilan. Dia adalah Dilanku 1990. This book is when going viral for around 2015 or 2016. Okay, first of all, I want to introduce ourselves. My name is Tiara Safira, and there is my friend Micha Arnola, Agni, Monica, Nilam. Okay, for first slide, I will read it. For the first slide is the identify of the book. The book title is Dilan. Dia adalah Dilanku 1990. The other name or the reader is the PBI. Publisher name is Pastel Books. Publisher city is the Bandung. The book thickness is 332 pages. Into 16. Book type or the genre of the book and the movie is teenage novel. ISBN or the number of the book is 978 602 7870 41 and 3. Okay, the next slide will explain by Micha Arnola.
Okay, second synopsis. Dilan is high school student in Bandung, while Melia is a new student, a transfer from Jakarta. From the moment he first learned of Melia, Dilan was attracted and then approached her. Dilan's way of approaching Melia is unique. Dilan's way of approaching Melia is long overdue. Although Melia at the time had a boyfriend in Jakarta named Benny, originally Melia hesitated to return feeling for Dilan because she had Benny. However, the incident when Melia went to Jakarta led him to end his relationship with Benny. Melia came to Jakarta to support her friend who participated in this careful smart competition. It was then that Melia agreed with Benny to meet, but Benny never came. Eventually, Melia ate with Nandan and Wati. Benny comes scolding Melia for not accepting Melia's meal with another man. It was at the time that Melia officially ended the relationship with Benny. Dilan and Melia admit to mutual liking. The relationship between the two is getting serious. Even Dilan took Melia to his home several times for introduction to the family, especially his bundle. The same is true of Melia, who asked Dilan for a visit to Melia's house.
Advantage and disadvantage of book. Advantage: able to make the reader feel like they were in those days in the city of Bandung because the description is quite detailed. Able to feel how each character feels at the time. Therefore, this book is quite good if you want to know the state of Bandung at the time and compare the situation with now. If you want to know how to be a high school student in Bandung, how Dilan gave a surprise until Melia fell in love with him. Disadvantage: the story is very long. Maybe for those of you who don't have more time to read this novel, it will be difficult to understand the story and there are also harsh words. Dilan 1919 is a 2018 Indonesian romance drama film. The film is based on the novel Dilan. Dia adalah Dilanku tahun 1990 by PBI. The film starred Iqbal Ramadan and Vanessa Priscilla as the main roles, with some high roles with some high high-profile names in supporting minor or cameo roles: Farhan, Happy Salma, Aditya Zara of idol group JKT48, and Ridwan Kamil, the then mayor of Bandung, for instance. The film has been watched by 6,311,490 people and is the best-selling Indonesian film of 2018 and the second best-selling Indonesia film of all time, just behind Warkop DKI Reborn Jangkrik Boss Part 1 with 6,080,616 viewers.
Advantage and disadvantage in movie. Advantage: the main plus advantage in the movie is the immersion of character or chemistry that is very strongly awakened between Dilan and Milia. The impression of high schoolers who are in love is well illustrated by both of them. For this reason, the 1990 Dilan film was very successful in making audience, especially millennials, vulnerable. For her dialogue, the audience mastered Dilan's style. They seem good at romance. The lives of the film are present and can easily understand what the intention of the film was. Weakness: the weakness in this movie is that the antiquity depicted from the novel is not optimal and sometimes lacks stability. Dilan, played by Iqbal Diakfari, is also not suitable because the original is also not visible to his vibe or face. Continuing with the fight scene does not exemplify children these days who are becoming easier to imitate. Yes, it's like a brawl between motorcycle gangs because there are still many children who are examples of it, let alone in this movie. Undisplayed dialogue in the movie. Please tell your mother. Tell what? I love the eldest daughter. Please also tell to Bunda. What? Thank you for giving birth a person that I love. Who? There's nothing. Who? Hey. Undisplayed cast and scene in the movie. In the movie, the character Faris is not showing. Faris was the younger brother of Milia's father, who is continuing college in Bandung. When Milia left with Kang Adi, Milia regretted and ended up crying out shame on Dilan. While in the novel, Milia hugs Dilan's jacket, yet when in the movie, Milia hugs a poem from Dilan. Favorite quote: if the time comes, sad will be laughter, the sting will be a story, the memory will be a teacher, the yearning will be a meeting, you and I will be us. Dilan, 1990. Conclusion: based on the result and discussion, it can be concluded that comparison of the result of appraising the intrinsic element of novel and movie, Dilan 1990, for category of group weighting aspect as many as 26 are omitted. Category addition of group of as many as 9 and change in group of as many 8 change.
Okay, everyone, that's all for our presentation. As you know, this novel is really cool. It's really remind to us about our high school life. So that's all. If we have any mistake doing presentation, we say sorry. That's all. Thank you guys for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.